full because it's the invitation for all the deva to come, right? So, okay, she will unmute and then I will mute, right?
Yep.
You
Okay.
need to open your microphone and video, Saji.
Okay.
Okay, all right. I will share the screen, huh?
Yes. Hello. Hello. Good evening, everybody. Okay. As we start, paritta, parikamma, deva, dana. Let's recite first. Namo tassa 3 times. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Samanda chakawali su Atra gachantu devata Sadama munirajasa Sunandu saka makatam Dhamma sawana kalo ayam batanda Dhamma sawana kalo ayam batanda Dhamma sawana kalo ayam batanda Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Ye sanda jaita ti sarana Eta logandariwa boma jajiwa Una gana kahana vyawada savakala Iti ayandu diwa rak Iti ayandu diwa rakanaka meyi Miru Raji Vasando Sando Sahito Muniwara Vachana Sotu Mega Samaga Sabesu Chakawali Su Yaka Deva Cha Brahmano Yamihi Kadam Punya Sava Sambati Sadhatan Savedanumoditawa samaga sasamirata Pamadara hita hontu araka suhisu sato Sasana saja lokasa udivo adu sabada Sasana bija lokanja diva rakandu sabada Sadeng hon tu suki sabe priwayo ki atano aniga sumana hon tu sahasabe ki nyati tu Raja doa sora doa manosa doa amanosa doa agi doa udaga doa pisa cha doa kanuga doa Dandagatoa, Nekatatoa, Janapataroka Asatamatoa, Asanditi Doa, Asapurisa Doa, Shanda Hati Asa Miga, Gona, Kokura, Ahiwichika, Manisapa Jitu. Acha, Taracha, Sudra, Visa, Yakaraka Sabihi Nana Biya Doa Nana Roka Doa Nana Ubatawa Doa Arakan Gananju.
Okay, we can continue with the itiviso, Saji. Just chant itiviso. Yeah.
Iti piso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho veja jarana sambandho sukato loka vidu anodaro purisa dhamma sarati Sacha Dewa Manusana Bodho Bhagavati Swakato Bhagavata Demo Sanditiko Akaliko Ehipasiko Opanayiko Pachata Vidita Po Vedi Sopati no Bhagawa Sangha Kuno Kuwa
Supatipano, yeah.
Supati no Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ujupati no Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Nyaya Patipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Samichi Patipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yadidan Chatari Purisa Yugani Hata Purisa Bhagala Esa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ahuniyo, Pakuniyo, Dakiniyo, Anjali Karaniyo, Anodaran Punya Kitan Lokasati. Evam Buddhan Saranana Dhamman Sanghan Cha Bhikkhavo Payanwa Sami Jatanwa Lomahan So Nahisati Yedena Sajawachena Suti Miho Tu Sabara. Yedena Sajawachena Suti Tiho Tu Sabara. Yedena Sajawachena Suti Tomadaho Tu Sabara. Sadu, Sadu,
Sadhu.
Sadu.
Okay. So we finish the chanting and then we can go for the class. So I hope you all have print out already because I try to make it's a Sutta class, but it's also a Pali class. All right. Because if we just read the Sutta, we might not appreciate much of the meaning. So if we just look from the perspective of Pali, then it's become more meaningful. All right. I hope those going to take the certificate, please, you all need to turn on your video. Okay. Because if not, I think, I don't know if you follow or not follow. Okay. For those are Elaine, Chai Hun, and Chu Fang. Right. Okay. We also don't want all to turn up because if all turn up, then the internet will be too slow. Okay. Okay. And Chai Hun, can you take the attendance, including yourself? All right. Chai Hun? All right. Now, this is a Pali and
Sorry. Okay.
okay. All right. Now, before we diagnose the Pali, let me diagnose the English. The meaning of Sayaji, all right? You all know Sayale, right? Sayale means normally it's a general terms for all the nun ordained in Myanmar tradition. So we are called Sayaji because we are chief nuns of our center. So to differentiate from normal nun, we are Sayaji. Normal nun are called Sayale. Also, that's why if you want to call me Sifu or Venerable, it's okay. If you find this is difficult, it's somebody they pronounce as Sayagi. It's not Gi, It's a GY this is how they write in Burmese. GY actually pronounced as JI, so yeah, G, all right? Okay, now we are going to learn is paritta. Paritta, what is a paritta? Paritta is considered as protective discourse. Now, parikamma is a preliminary. You see this parikamma in meditation. In meditation, like for example, you want to make a kasina, this is called parikamma because you need to make this, right? Or you want to do some preparatory, or for those who want to do some duty, that's a preliminary duties. For like monks, there are some preliminary duties, so that's also called parikamma. So you can take the word karma is action. So the word Pali is something to do like action in before. So we call it preliminary. All right, preliminary. So paritta is protective. Now this sutta has also another name. I see some of the sutta, they call it deva. Deva is a deities, all right? Then this one. Now, how are you going to see how do you divide we call it like, this is actually two, deities and invite, right? So what you do is find any dictionary and just copy it, all right? So if you cannot find it, I hope you all can see. So you know the word deva, so you just take out the word deva. Now you can see this one, aradhana, right? Accomplishment, satisfying, right? So the meaning is like this. Okay, let's see if we can find a small a. Do we have small a here? No, right? So it's on the long a. So here translated. Now this dictionary is always the one that I use. Okay, I think I shared the link with you already in the Google Drive. Okay. So it's something that accomplish from the word. So when you learn Pali, you know something there's a prefix and this is a root here. Root is a rat, and then the prefix a. All right. If you are very beginning to Pali, just listen. Any words there will be a prefix and there's a root here. So a and rat. So anyway, it made of two words, deva and arada. So it's better you all write down, and you have print out. So you just need to write somewhere down there. So deva plus this aradhana. Now, if you want to know how to type the Pali, so you can go to the Pali, go to any website, just type the Pali keyboard. Okay, and then the one I always use is this one, fsnow.com. All right. So you just type this one, fsnow.com. There's a keyboard here. So there's an instruction how to download and how do you type and so on. So just click this one, Enos Pali, which is actually very helpful because you can just type in the sense of using the control and alternate, like nya. This is the one we pronounce nya. I make it bigger for you all. Right? So after you download the keyboard, you can type the Pali already. So Nya is control and alternate plus Y. So long A will be short A, long A, control alternate A. If you want a big A, control alternate shift and A. And then I will be control and alternate I. All right. So if you go for fsnow.com Pali keyboard, you can just copy this one. Then you can download for Windows. I'm not sure about the Macintosh because I don't use it. So you just follow the instruction here, then you can type. It's helpful for any of you. Let's say some of you are Dharma teacher, so you need to know how to type the Pali. Okay. Now, let's say the meaning what we gain here is a deva, a deity, and just now what is an accomplishment. That's the meaning given there. So, but it translates an invitation to deity, right? Now, dewa, remember our Bahasa Melayu, because most of you are Malaysian, right? I think all of you are Malaysian, like me. Now, dewa, Malay word is what? Okay, now we can open for interaction. Okay, Chai Hun, what is the Malay word for dewa? Can I hear you?
Dewa.
Okay, yes.
My bahasa all kaput already lah.
Okay, Bahasa, dewa, all right? So you can see how Pali and Malay words are very similar, but because Malay words, remember Malay word is the influence of Hindi word, Chinese word, Arab words. So you can find many bahasa very similar to Pali. So if you can learn this way, we call it cross-reference between the language that you already know, that is a bahasa, and you compare with the Pali. So you learn faster. For example, bahasa Melayu. Now the word bahasa, if you type in Pali, what is bahasa? Bahasa. You see? Bahasa. Okay? Not this one. Bahasa. So this is okay. It's a feminine. All right. Feminine means there's a long A here. You see, bahasa. Sanskrit will be bhasa. Now, when we learn the Pali, we also need to refer to Sanskrit because Sanskrit is a corresponding, means it's quite exists at the same time. So sometimes you can understand some of the changes in Pali by referring to the similar or equivalent word in Sanskrit. Now you can see bhasa in Pali, right? So here, for example, now I type here, but you all should, if you print out, you should write yourself. Okay, so this is a Pali. And Malay will become Bahasa. Okay, now, so every time you say Bahasa Melayu, actually, you also learn the Pali, Bahasa. Okay, Bahasa, Bahasa. Dewa in Malay, Dewa in Pali. All right, so if you learn this way, you're faster. Okay, you pick up very fast. So, okay, now I finished the word Deva Aradhana. Now, like we say, the root is very important. So let's say this one, just how we know. Okay, and then Ana. So the prefix will be A, and then plus this root is a La, R-A-D-H. Now, the root actually in Pali, okay, it has the meaning of succeed. Okay, so the root we will write in this way, and actually I want to put a root sign. I think I cannot type here. So let's see. Just root sign. So this is the one I want. Okay. No, normally that's how I think for those who attend the class before, you can always see I always do like this because I learned from our teacher. Our teacher, he showed the root like this using the root sign, and then the meaning of the root to succeed. Okay. So that means that Deva Aradhana is something to do with succeed of the deity. How it maybe because the deity come is successful or accomplishment by the deity or whatever. Anyway, it has the meaning of rat. And then the prefix, so this is called please. So when we break down any Pali, even though as a beginners, you all should learn something like this. There's a prefix, and then there's a root, and there's a suffix. Okay? So Aradhana. Okay, now, so that's how we learn. So I just make it as a no. Because later we need to chant without all these things. Okay, so Devarada, Arada, Aradhana. And so you have the prefix A and Ra, and suffix is Ana. So suffix Ana is we see all the time. Now, Bahasa means from the Pali word Bahasa. Dewa is a Malay word, but actually coming from the Pali word Dewa. All right. So far, is it clear? Any question?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now, so now we look at one per sentence. So since this is a Sutta class, we also try to understand, right? Now we look at the English first. Because one way we learn is learn from the English, because English will be easier for you since you all cannot read the Pali yet. So may the gods from all over the universe assembly here and listen to the kings of the sages through Dhamma about heaven and lilies. Right. Now, what is God's? Chai Hun? God's is?
God is deity lor.
Yeah, deity or deva here, right? Devata. Now, deva and devata, actually they are quite same. It's just an extra here. Devata also means deva, devata, same. But here is we put it as a long A because it means that it's a plural. There are many, not only one God. Okay. Now, that's how they translate English. But actually, sometimes I think we just better use the word deities rather than use the word gods. Because if we use the word gods, we might confuse with the Christian idea. There's no delete sign. Okay. So I think I'll just change it to deities. All right. Then it will be more clear. It's not the Christian God or whatever. It's the deities. May the deities from all over the universe. Now, the word Chakrawala. Okay. Chakrawala means universe. Okay. You all hear about the universal king, right? Universal king, or to do with this Chakrawala. So find any good dictionary, open up Chakrawala. So you can find in the there's a Chinese 宇宙. Okay, how come there's no one? Chakrawala. Only this one. Okay. So when you type the Pali, actually you don't need to type all. You just type leave the last one blank so you can have many option of this one. Okay, Chakrawala. Now, the problem is sometimes Chakrawala, we have different translations. Sometimes they translate as a world, a sphere, all right? But actually, if you translate as a world, it sounds like only human world. So it might lead to the idea of we are talking about the human world. But here it's not talking about human world. It's talking about universe. Universe, okay, in the Abhidhamma, universe means including the human world, God's world, the deities world, the apaya, the woeful states. So it's the 31 plane of existence. All right. So this means that from the 31 plane of existence, the deities from the all over. Now, you can find this in the word samanta. All over means samanta. All right. So what you do is when you learn the Pali, you all should learn the Pali and write down the equivalent English. I use the other color. Okay. Like this. All right. Write down the each word. Because in this way, it helps you to pick up the Pali word first. All right. Because if you just chant, every time you chant, right, at first you cannot recognize the Pali words, but you chant more than 10 times, you start to know, oh, Samanta means over. Chakrawala means universe. All right. You have the Chakrawala, become Chakrawali Su. Okay. Now, Samanta Chakrawali Su. Atra Gachantu Devata. That's how we chant. But the question is how do we chant and why is the rhythm come in this way? Because we heard this chanting from other venerable, so we remember how we chant this way. So we just chant in this way, right? Samanta Chakawalesu Atra Gachantu Devata. Right. Normally, when you see the long A like this, or long A like this, we should make it a little bit longer. Like Samanta Chakawale. So you should make either longer or make your sound heavy. Right? Samanta Chakawale. So wa. You have to make it wa, drag it a little bit or make it a little bit heavy sound. Okay? If you just recite Samanta Chakawale Su, then you don't pronounce the long A. So you have to pronounce it Samanta Chakawalesu. Kind of like little bit pause there. All right. Samanta Chakawalesu Atra. You see, I also stop here. Make it longer. Atra gachantu devata. All right. So that's how we pronounce, okay? Sadamam muni raja sa sunantu saga mokadam. Like this, right? And if you want to make it melodies, you can put this one, okay? This one we call it nikahita. It's kind of nasal sound. It's kind of like NG sound. Like this. So sadamam, like this. Like Buddham saranam gacchami. Remember when you recite triple jam? Refuge, you had the like this. So you can satamam muni rajasa sunantu saga mokadam like this. Make it more melodious. Because why we chant is first to know, to pay respect to Buddha, also for us to have protective like this, paritta. Sometimes also we chant it because it's very nice to chant. All right, so we enjoy the chanting. So might as well when we chant, make sure we enjoy our own voice, right? Okay. So if you chant, you don't like your own voice, maybe you have to improve your voice. Actually, I also sometimes I don't like my voice, but I also try to improve. Okay, right. Samantha Chakawale-su. Okay, now you know the word Samantha over Chakawala. All right, it's from the word Chakawala. So you all should write down Chakawala. Chakawa, Viewa, and L with the dot down there. Okay, Chakawala. L with the dot. Yeah, actually, I should not underline. Okay, maybe I should put another color. Okay, Chakawala. Oh, no, this one I don't put the color. Chakawala means universe. Okay. All right. Samanta Chakawale Su. Now, Devata. Devata means deities. Okay. Deities. Or just now translate as gods. May all the deities. Now, here we translate from. From, okay? From all over the universe. But actually, in Pali grammar, for those who learned before, this is a locative plural. So it's actually in. Direct translation will be in, okay? But here according to English, is from. So the deities in all over the universe, from, right? From all over the universe. Now, assembly here. Okay, now here, okay, for those who learned before, Chufang, where's the word here? Can you find out?
Namo Buddhaya, Saji.
Yes, where's the word here? Can you find?
Here, Atra.
Okay, yes, atra, all right? Atra.
Ji, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Okay, for the Sakavalesu is a locative, and Samantha is an adjective for the Sakavalesu. So why
Yes.
the Samantha is not locative? It should be Sama Desu, is it?
Samatesu, I don't think we have this. Okay, so what we do is always refer to dictionary. You find out this one. Here is adjective, all right? Adjective. Adjective means that it used as it is. As it is. You no need to change it.
Okay.
Okay, there's one reason here. But according to Vietnam, it's a neuter here. I don't think it's a neuter here. So
It's a masculine.
no, it's just an adjective by itself. It's indeclarable. Normally it's indeclarable. For example, like we have something like this. Not this one. Okay. Just take it as a more like indeclarable, right? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it's an adjective modified to this chakawalesu. But if you're going to translate as chamanta tesu, it doesn't sound nice also. Okay. All right. Now, atra is here. All right. So you have the word here. Okay. So the deities come here. So where's the word come? Okay. But now here it translates as assembly, but actually the meaning is come. From the word gachantu, right? Agachantu. Okay. Come or may come. Okay, so we have the word imperative mode, all right? For those who learned last year. So it's a imperative. Imperative is one of the type of verb in Pali, third person plural, right? It's like may they, right? So it's may they come. They refer to deities. So may the deities they come. Okay, may the deities come here. Right. So this sentence is very easy. It finish up to this line. Okay, so the English sentence will become up to this line, all right? So may the deities. Now, where is the may? Now, actually, you see this unto before, all right? Every time you chant the what? Metta Sutta, like hontu, like sabe sata sukita hontu, avera hontu, abhya paja hontu. This unto, this suffix always have the meaning of may. Okay, so I'll highlight in color. So we also easy for you to recognize it. Okay, can see? So may. So you have the unto. May they come. May come. Now, come back to this agachantu. You already see this word gachami, right? Okay. Gachami. Okay, what's the meaning of gachami? Gachami means may or let, okay. Let me like Buddham Saranam Gachami. Okay. Let me go for the Buddha as a refuge. Okay. So this gacha and gacha is same. Okay. But here is go. Right. This is go. But when you put a prefix here, so in a way, so if I'm going to put another prefix like agachami, will be let me come. Okay. Now, let's say we don't want the, okay. So anyway, just take it. Okay, we just take it the word agacha, all right? Okay, maybe we just put it agachantu. Like, so let they come. So anyway, the tu unto is always at the may, right? So agachantu means let them come or may they come, same meaning, all right? So since same meaning, I just drop it. All right, so may unto. Agacha means come. Atra means here, right? So okay. So the whole sentence, Samanta Chakawalesu, in all the universe, Atra Gachantu Devata, let the deities come here from those deities from the whole universe. So that's the meaning. So that's why this verse is called Deva Aradhana, invitation to deities. You are inviting the deities to come. Now, when do we chant this paritta? This paritta is, you can chant it before you chant the Mangala Sutta or before you chant the Metta Sutta. Especially today, you want to gather more merits. So you invite them to come, then you chant all the sutta. After you chant the sutta, then you feel your mind more calm down. Then you do meditation. Then at the end, you start to share the merits. Okay? When you share the merits, you also share with the deities. Since you invite them, right? Okay. Can you follow? Now I go slow because I think there are a few beginners here. Some are one or two are beginners. How many of you never learned Pali before? Elaine, you learned Pali before, have you?
In
Okay.
the chanting book only. Morning chanting, evening
Okay.
chanting.
Okay, so you never learned Pali before. Okay, how about Yupin? Have you learned Pali before? Yupin?
Never, except
Oh.
chanting.
Okay, chanting. All right. How about Q com BT? Are you male or female? It sounds like robot. Okay. Have you learned Pali before? Q com BBT. No, this robot cannot speak. Okay. All right. Cynthia Yo, have you learned Pali before? No. Okay. Cynthia?
A bit.
A little bit. All right. Okay. So two never learned before. How about Q or 358? Have you learned Pali before? Okay. No answer. Right. Okay. Only two. Two never learn. Okay. Now you all most of you are very familiar. Okay. So now what we do is we learn the chanting. We also learn the Pali word. If without the vocabulary, you will not understand the Pali. So when you build up more vocabulary, you can understand the language faster and better. Right? So Tamanta means okay. Okay, so they say they never learned before. NG Ng also. Okay. Right? So we have four people never learn before. So okay, we learn the Pali word now. Samanta over Chakawala means universe. Eso here is using as in. Atra is here. Agachantu. Agachantu means may. Antu means may they come. Devata deity. So by this sentence, we invite the deities from all the universe come here. All right. Now, what do they want to come here? All right. Sadamam Muni Raja Sa Sunantu Saka Mokadam. Sadamam Muni Raja Sa Sunantu Saka Mokadam. Right. Sadama Muni Raja Sa Sunantu Saga Mokadam. Now, you can find another Entu here. All right.
Sayaji.
Yes.
Sorry, Saji, I have a question for the previous verses. The Astra Gachantu is the combination of Atra and Gachantu, right?
Agachantu.
Agachantu, there are two
Yes.
words here.
Yes.
So the combination, is it considered Santi or assimilation or euphony?
No, it's the Sunday.
It's Santi.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sunday.
Thank
Okay.
you, Saji. Yeah.
All right. Now you find an Entu here. So based on your previous knowledge of Entu, which translates May, you can find this Entu. Here is actually if you want to add, you also can put another May here, right? Because Sunantu means may listen. All right. So Agachantu may come. Sunantu means may listen. Right. So there's a whole thing here. So I better don't because you cannot see. Now Sunanto is always with the N with the dot below. Now this N with the dot below, how you pronounce? Okay, I go for my Pali software. Okay. Sorry, let me open all the document. There are so many. Okay. I already shared this book with you. So it's very good book which used in our university. All the diploma, bachelor students, all the monks and I, we are using this Pali Made Easy. Please print out. And you can buy it also in Sukihoto. Right? This book is actually written by Ananda Maitreya. Ananda Maitreya is the teacher of Bhikkhu Bodhi. Now, a lot of Tipitaka is actually translated by Bhikkhu Bodhi, like Samyutta Nikaya, Connected Discourse, Middle Length Discourse, also not Middle Length, the Anguttara. Okay, so Bhikkhu Bodhi teacher is Balan Goda Ananda Maitreya. He passed away at the age of 102, something like that. And he also lead a team of Sri Lankan to the Myanmar during the Sixth Buddhist Council in 1950 plus. Right. So he's a very famous, respected monk. So this book actually, I think, done in 1997. Yeah, it's 1984. Okay, 1984. Right. So not so bad because some of the Pali text grammar book is very old, like 1950. So this 1970, not so bad, still quite new. In terms of it contents, very we like it because very neat and tidy. Now we go for, if you have this book, all right. So please go the one I share with you in Google Drive. Go and download this book and print out. All right. Now, how you pronounce the Pali? Okay, this is repeated for all, even like Chu Fang or Chai Hun, you all need to know. Okay, so 8 vowels and 33 consonants. Now, Pali actually, how you pronounce it? You just pronounce it as like in Malay, right? So a. Now a with the dash here. I hope you all can see. Right, there's a one dash above. A e. Okay, I write. So this A is with the dash above, right? E with the dash above. U like this, okay? So how you pronounce it will be A E U A O. Alright? So now how many vowel? Chu Fang, how many vowel?
Sayaji with the bar on it, total
Okay.
together have 8.
Long vowel, long vowel.
Long vowel, they have 3.
No, actually 5. A
Mm.
E U A O.
Yeah.
Actually it's a long vowel.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember.
All right.
Thank you,
Okay,
Saji.
okay. Now short vowel. Okay. Chai Hun, what is the short vowel?
The a, I, U.
Okay, so A E U. All right. Okay. Now, for example, sometimes you see the word namo tassa, but sometimes when we, even though the last A is a short vowel, but normally you hear people, they will pronounce it namo tassa, or sometimes they pronounce it namo tassa. That is because of chanting. But actually, in Burmese, they pronounce namo tata. The S, they change it to T sound. But actually, in Burmese, A is pronounced as short. All right. So anyway, this is just for knowledge. So in case you wonder how you should pronounce the Pali. Okay. It's going to rain here. I hope our Wi-Fi is still okay. Now, okay, Gutrara is the meaning of Gutrara is very simple. Just trot, all right? Sometimes all these are technical word. This is a just trot, okay? So you pronounce as like Malay word kak. Now just you notice the sound is at the throat. Kak. So when you put your hand on here, you should feel that vibration. Kak, ka, ga, ga, Alright. So this is you pronounce like this one. So sometimes we can just pronounce like ng sound. Okay, ng sound. Which you can still find the vibration here. Ka, ka, ga, ga, like this, okay? Now, paritta is somewhere inside the mouth. When you pronounce the word ch, j, nya. So this one, I hope you all please, for newcomer, please go and print this book, all right? This one is nya. So you pronounce it N and Y. Nya, all right? Nya. For example, we call it the knowledge. How do you pronounce this? Jnana. Jnana means knowledge. Jnana. Alright. So this is a palatal. Ch, ch. Now H sound. Ka, ch, ta, ta. H sound is actually is just kind of like a puff of wind. So it kind of like we call aspiration in Pali. Aspiration. Some we call aspirate. It's like ha. You just open the mouth with ha, like ka, cha, ta, ta, pa. But actually your voice will be kind of like more heavy. And you can open your mouth for more if you want to more wind. It's just a wind coming out. So between ka, ha, you find your mouth is open and then the wind is small. Ga, ga, nga. Cha, cha, ja, ja, nya. This nya, all right? And just now with you see the end dot here. Just now we see the end dot. T, this is called lingua. Lingua actually is just, you need to curl your tongue. So for example, you have the mouth here. You just curl your tongue. Like how we pronounce when we pronounce the R, we always curl the tongue, right? So this one actually is a little bit difficult. You pronounce t, t, t. You pronounce the word t with the tongue curl out. T, t, d, d, n. Huh? T, t, d, d, n. Okay. So it's called lingua. Now, dental is you just pronounce like normal. Dental means teeth. You go for dental. So your tongue is touching the teeth. Then you pronounce t, t, d, d, n. So you just pronounce as usual. All right, dental. So lingua is you need to curl the tongue. So you need to curl the tongue. Curl the tongue, all right? So difficult to write here. Now, labia is just like Malay word, pa, pa, ba, ba, ma. All right, so it just pronounce as normal. Then the semi-vowel will be ya, wa, la, wa, ya, wa, la, la. Sorry. Let me go down. Ya, wa, ra, la, sha. So this is a sibilant S sound. No, the aspirate H sound, ha. So this ha. Lingua, L and that. So when we like the Pali, the L is this one, L with the dot. And the last one we call it like Buddham. Remember when we decide the word Buddham Saranam is this one. So this one is called nasal. All right. So because when you pronounce it Buddham Saranam, you actually it's like using the nose sound. So nasal. Buddham Saranam. Okay. For example, you like say Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Right, we have this one. Buddham HAM. Then you need to put a dot there. Okay, now this one. All right. So this is called nasal sound. Buddham. Where you put the hand, you can like supposed to be feel some vibration here. Like that. So nasal sound. So Buddham Saranam Gacchami. So that's the meaning of nasal. All right. Anyway, we are using just now we see the end dot. All right. So we go back to the document just now. This the end dot. The one you see lingua. Right. So which means that you need to, if you want to pronounce it, this one end dot, you need to kind of like curl the tongue. But actually, I think for Malaysian, most of us we never curl the tongue. Sunan, like N, we have to curl the tongue with the N. Sunan tu. Now this one you pronounce Sunan tu. Okay. So Satamam Muni Raja Sa Sunan tu Saga Mokadam. Now like this Sa S-A-G. Okay. Saga. Saga. Mok, M-U-K. Okay, mok. Now you just now see the KH already, right? So saga moka, KH, ka, ha sound. So okay, saga moka dam. This one is we say the last one, the nasal sound. So saga moka dam. All right, that's how we pronounce, all right? Okay, now we go for word by word. Now, dhamma. Dhamma means dhamma, all right? Now, sa here is true, right? True dhamma. Now, why we say true dhamma? Because what is opposite of true dhamma? Fake dhamma. Okay, what is fake dhamma in Pali? Adhamma. Adhamma is fake dhamma. So sadhamma is true dhamma or real dhamma. Real dhamma means the real dhamma taught by the Buddha. So fake dhamma is, it's like when they say when did the Buddhism, we call it Buddha Sasana, come to the end? When there are more fake dhamma then the true Dharma disappear. So when they are fake monk, more fake monk, then the real monk disappear. Or when in the world, they appear to be fake Buddha also. I think in many years ago, I heard somewhere in Malaysia, then they say somebody claimed that they are Buddha. Okay. Have you heard about that story? There's a fake Buddha, So instead of Adama, so we want to have a Saddharma, right? True Dhamma. Now, true Dhamma, now it says, see, true Dhamma is not finished. It's actually connected with this Muni Rajasa, right? Now, in Pali, SSA is very easy, all right? So every time you see the SSA, you can just convert to like apostrophe S, okay? In English. So this is like same like off, okay? So this one, off, okay? So that's how we learn. Okay, so now Saddhamma, you already know the meaning. Saddhamma means true Dhamma. Now Muni is sage. King is Raja. King, is it Malay words? Yes, right? Raja. Okay. Now you can see few of the Malay words already, like that's now here. So you have the, I think Raja is a Malay, right? So Pali is a Raja. Raja. Sometimes Raja also, or Raja. Like you have the Putra, right? Putri and Putra. Putra and Putri is how you call it in Malay. Putra is what? Prince, right? Prince. Okay, so this is a prince. So then in Pali, how you call it? They call it Raja Putra. Raja Putra. You see? Raja Putra. It's also prince. Prince Raja Putra. So Pali. Okay. So you have the word Raja Putra. Means a prince also. Okay. So you also got princess. So the princess will be Putri. Okay. Raja Putri. So Putri become Putri. All right. Putri. So you can see a lot of similar things between the Pali and this one. So Raja means king. So here you learn the word Muni. Muni, what is a Muni here? Chai Hun, you learned before. What is a Muni?
Sage.
Yeah, so okay, sage. So kings of the sage means Muni Raja. Now, who is Muni Raja? What do you think? Who is a Muni Raja here?
Is it Saka?
No.
Buddha.
Buddha, yeah.
Okay.
Saddhamma. Okay, who owned the Saddhamma? Okay, who owned the Saddhamma? Of course, it's belong to Saddhamma means refer to the Buddha. So Muni Raja also refer to the Buddha. Okay, so it's actually talk about same thing. So King Saddha means to the Buddha. So the Buddha's, you can take it, the Buddha's true Dhamma or real Dhamma. Sometimes we can use the word real Dhamma. Okay, so Saddhamma Muni Rajasa refer to the real Buddha, true Dhamma or real Dhamma of the Muni Raja. Okay, so SSS sa in the genitive singular, so it's a off. So every time you see this, you can convert it. I mean, a program in your mind. It's like apostrophe S, same meaning of off. So S off. So it's a singular, all right? Present tense a singular, right? Okay, now we have the word san, sunanto, right? Sunanto means listen. So tu means may. Okay, so we already have this one. Now, saga. What is saga? I'll ask the next student. Sister Wong, what is saga?
Heaven.
Okay, heaven, right? Right. Now, do you know the Malay word for saga? Anybody know the Malay word for saga?
Surga.
Yes. Now, you can see the Sanskrit is this one. Sugar. Okay. Now, this is actually, I just learned it early because today somebody asked me to translate the Burmese into the English into the Malay words. Okay. So this is a Malay. All right. Pali is this one. Okay. So, all right. The Pali is a saga. Now, Sanskrit is this one. Now, we can compare with the Sanskrit. Sanskrit is no, this is a Sanskrit, sorry. Malay will be, where? This is a Sanskrit. So I just put Sanskrit, okay. Malay will be, Chufang, how to spell it? I forget.
SYRGA,
right?
yes.
Okay, right. So you can see the Malay is actually very similar with the Sanskrit. Swarga becomes Shurga, right? But in Pali, remember Pali, what's the difference between Pali and Sanskrit? Sanskrit is said to be used by Brahmin. Brahmin means those considered high caste. So it's more for ceremony. So the way they write will be more difficult. Imagine try to pronounce Swarga. So Pali is kind of like dialect. So it try to make the pronunciation easier. So that's why RG is assimilated. Assimilated means convert to something simple. RG become GG, right? And swaga is convert the war into R, all right? Swaga. Okay, so in this way, you learn the Sanskrit. Now you learn three language: Sanskrit, Malay, and Pali. Okay, so every time you see saga is to do with the Sanskrit, swaga, and it's linked with the connected with the Malay word swarga. All right, so heaven. Okay. Now, next one will be lilies. Okay. Sumita, what is the Pali words for lilies? Is Sumita here? All right. Yes. Okay.
Release is Mokadang. Mocha.
Mokada, mocha. Right. Yes. That's one. Let me highlight this one. Okay. Saga is this one. Now, lilies is mocha only. Okay. Sorry, cannot see. Maybe I put another color. Okay. Now, so I think we got most of the words already. All right. Now, so we know that Samanta Chakawalesu Atrakachantu Devatas all over the universe. May the deities Antu means may. All right. So come. Agachantu means come. May is a may. Sadama means true Dhamma. Muni Raja, sage king. Sage means the Buddha. Sat is a real Dhamma or true Dhamma. Okay. True Dhamma of the this one. So may they listen to the saga means heaven. Moksha is release or liberation. Okay, now we still have this word da. Okay, now anybody can guess for those who learned before. What is this da? So I was thinking about this. I try to find, okay, I just copy and this. Let's say I just go for any dictionary. Okay. Okay, there's any exist in Burmese dictionary. Okay, so we just when you want any dictionary, you just can minus some of the letters at the back and try see this one. Only happen to have Myanmar dictionary because I cannot find a dictionary. For example, Mocha. For example, you type the word saga, you can find in Chinese dictionary and so on. Okay, like this. You can find in Chinese, English, Vietnam, and then Myanmar dictionary. But just now the word saga mokada, you only find in Burmese. Now the problem is you all don't know how to read Burmese. How many of you can read Burmese? Okay. So now you cannot read Burmese. What should you do? Chupang, what should you do when you cannot read Burmese?
Mm.
Huh?
Yeah, Saji.
Yeah, what should you do?
When we do not know how to read Burmese,
Yes.
just go for the Chinese one.
Yeah, but there's no Chinese.
I will search for the Noble AI.
AI.
Yeah, use AI for help, right? So
Yeah,
you just copy the whole thing. And which AI should you use?
Noble AI.
Noble AI. Okay, what is
Yeah.
besides Noble AI? What else is another AI? DeepSeek is actually quite good also. Yeah, I find out DeepSeek is also good also. So you just copy the Burmese and then ask it translate to English. Okay, that is it. No, you see now you find the meaning da, right? What's the meaning of da? Highlight. Giving, right? Giving da. Saga is heaven. Liberation means nibbana. Okay, so it's a compound term. Saga and mukha, right? So that's why you only can find in Burmese dictionary. But the reason why should we only can find in Burmese dictionary? Because when Buddhism reached Myanmar, many of the Tipitaka is actually translated into the corresponding Burmese books. So in Myanmar, there are many, many books. So all this is a dictionary. All right. Based on how did the Wu Hang Ten, he's a one person, Wu Hang Sen. He's a very learned person. So he can get the books. Based on the books, he know Saga Mokkada means the meaning of giving, the heaven and liberation. Right? So that's the reason why I go to Myanmar to study, because can find many good Dhamma knowledge here. So go back to my document. So we know the meaning of okay, da means give. Okay, now we cannot find the translation here, so we can add on to the kings of the sage through Dhamma about giving giving. Okay, we can just add on here giving for the word da. Okay, now this word da. Now where is this word da? You see this word da before in the word like dana. Okay, when you see the word da like dana, you know dana, right? Dana means giving. Okay, actually the root da. We say the word root da. So every time the Pali, okay, like I say, root in Pali is very important. All right, it's very important. Da means to give. Okay, so here means giving. So now we understand the meaning. So Saddhamma Munirajasa, the teaching. So now who is the subject here? The subject means may all the deities. Now this deity is explained by in the whole universe. Ask them to come here. Two action. First, come here, so you can see the undo. Second action is listen. What should they listen? Listen to the object. The object will be Saddhamma Munirajasa. To the true Dhamma of the Buddha, which is a giving Da. Okay, the word Da means giving. Giving to the heaven and lilies. Now, what is heaven here? Heaven here means reborn as a heaven. Lilies means talking about Nibbana. All right. Okay, so what we do is I will have a maybe 5 minutes break, then we'll continue the second sentence. All right, 5 minutes break because it's already 1 hour. So it's good for you all to stretch out and also for me also.